Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Settlers. Today is episode 4 of season 1, and as I mentioned in the last episode, we're going to be building a town hall for the residents of Skylake Village. So without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, we'll start off with, of course, the base plate. This is quite a simple design, as you can see from the blueprint, and it has a core rectangular shape that I'll be adding facades on to make it appear a bit more complex. I built the base plate according to the material palette of the village, using stable fence foundations and a mix of Frontier and Numidian ceilings, with Frontier on the outskirts and Numidian providing a rougher inlay. I supported these ceilings underneath with Frontier pillars to ensure everything remained stable and supported. Next, for the walls. For the ground floor of the hall, I built the walls 2 tiles high using Numidian in a fairly simple fashion, sectioning off staircases on either side. I included windows very sparingly around the build, and I built the staircases to turn on a right angle to lead up to the first floor. However, between the finish of the construction and the furnishing phase, I would later adjust the stairs to make them flow a bit better. Numidian and Frontier, the 2 primary materials of this settlement, have actually grown on me quite a lot over the course of this project. They work really well together, and as you'll see shortly, they cultivate a really nice atmosphere in this build. On the first floor, I used Numidian, vaulted and regular ceilings to build a 1-tile catwalk around the front and sides of the hall, overlooking the speaking area below. This section is going to serve as the excess standing room for town hall sessions, and it'll add a bit more interesting shape to the interior too. Once I'd finished the catwalk, I then began building up the walls in the same fashion I've done across the village, using Numidian sloped sides to transition into Frontier inverted sloping sides to create a stylised transition into the Frontier wall pieces. I initially struggled with working out exactly how high I wanted these walls to go, as I wanted the town hall to feel like a really grand structure. However, I finally decided to build the walls on the first floor 1 tile high on either side, sloping up to the height of a 4 tile high gable. I created that same roof gable on the back side and added tower columns to the front and back. Next, for the roof pieces. I used Numidian rooftop pieces over the staircase sections to make a small roof there, and then I used Frontier sloped sides on the roof to make decorative gables. I then built the roof up to a peaked apex with Numidian roof pieces, though I was missing some stability right in the centre of the roof. Therefore, to fix this, I used Numidian pillars inside the hall to build roof supports, which I stylised with vaulted ceilings and stable pillar fences. This allowed me to place the final roof pieces, and I also fenced off the catwalk inside the hall. Having to include the roof support and the Numidian pillars inside the town hall was actually a blessing in disguise. Usually I don't really like roof supports like this, however it looks really good and suits the town hall really well. Finally, for some detailing. I added Numidian rooftop pieces to the tower structures I built on the front and back, and I also built a second set of towers a bit lower around the staircase. I then used sloping sides to build a double arched entrance over the stairs, which I finished off with Numidian roof pieces. Finally, when the shell of the build was done, it was then time to, of course, furnish. Approaching the build, I've added some flags of the dragon as heraldry around the village, and I've also added a horn to the outside of the town hall, used to call villagers to town meetings. Entering the hall, I've gone for a really warm and rustic vibe, which is conveyed perfectly. Town Hall is not currently in session, however some villagers are still here awaiting today's meeting. One villager in particular is up on the stage reading through the notes of his speech on a new proposition, whilst the note-taker on the right-hand side prepares her papers and inks. The town hall feels very prestigious and architecturally complex, which is wonderful considering just how, well, simple this build is. The decoration and design of the building pieces adds a lot of complexity to the hall and makes it feel really quite important. And there we have it, Skylake Village now has a town hall. This village is coming together quite quickly. The villagers now have a tavern, a general store, houses to live in, and even a place to conduct democracy. I think next time we return to the village, it might be time to introduce some more varied commerce. Adalburn's general store has had a monopoly for a little bit too long now, so next time we'll be building a few different stores within Skylake Village. If you enjoy my content, all the links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, Host Havoc affiliate page, NordVPN discount and NordPass discount are available in the description below. However, of course, you can simply just leave a like, a comment or subscribe. Any of those are very greatly appreciated. Patrons get a bunch of nice benefits, including sneak peeks of videos, your name in every video, custom made wallpapers in 1080p and 4K resolutions, full-size build blueprints, Discord roles and more. On that note, a massive thanks to our patrons Sadialot, Randar, Connor, Ivy, Torn, Coffeeman04 and Eagle Rose. As always, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon.